Good morning. I think it's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? I don't know. Might could. My computer tells me that it might could be. Maybe it says that. I don't know. I'm not even looking at the computer right now. I'm just leaning back in my chair with my legs up, looking at the gorgeous day outside today. Still kind of in a holding period for raking the rest of the yard, which really I've only got like two sections I gotta do. One right next to my deck where I've been dumping leaves off the side of it for 10 years, and another one that has a whole bunch of vines, like way too many vines. My back's still recovering from like 2 or 3 days straight of pulling that stuff out. So it's gonna rain later this week though, so I'm gonna have like again like a 2 or 3 day period where it's just dry enough uh where I can get out there and do some work. But yesterday I jumped the gun just a little bit and put the seed out on the places that I did rake already, and really looking forward to seeing grass grow in my backyard for the first time since I bought the place. It's going to be fantastic. But once it starts growing, it means I'm going to have to start raking like regularly in the backyard, at least, you know, once or twice every season. It's kind of gross. But hey, it's physical activity. It gets me out there doing stuff. I'm also in a holding period or a holding pattern for work stuff because I got a contract signed, I got a countersigned. We were waiting on some insurance people to tell us about liabilities. They've come back and cleared us to do the work. Now I'm just waiting on some meetings to talk to people about stuff to figure out what work is going to get done. Um, Hopefully it's all good news for me and there's a lot of work and I get like buku dollars and it's just fantastic. I'll be a millionaire like overnight. Sadly, that's not the way it works. If you have to work for your money, you're never going to be a millionaire. You got to have other people working for you to be a millionaire. You got to strategize, exploit. That's what I'm looking for. You have to exploit the labor of others in order to become that rich. Regardless, I'm not there. Probably never going to be there. But weighed myself this morning. I was at 281.2, which is 3 pounds down from where I was yesterday. Uh, and that's because I didn't eat the cashews that are on the counter. I didn't eat any more cookies. I stayed away from the fiber bars, the protein bars, the candy bars, the peanuts, the almonds, the all the things that I really want to eat right now, but you really shouldn't be eating that stuff if you're trying to lose weight. I did not get on the treadmill yesterday though. I intended to, but just never found the motivation to do it. I was gonna say find the time, but I was sitting around watching old episodes of Deep Space Nine with my wife, so like I could have used that time to get on the treadmill. Um, Maybe I'll do it today because I've got nothing else going on. I'm going to be working on some data entry and data collation for the Star Trek book site, which the traffic so far this week has been lower than what I'm shooting for, but it is what it is. People find the site and they go crazy, and then they don't come back for a week. It's real spiky, which is fine. It is what it is. Uh, Now, I did get good news yesterday from Google where they said that myconfinedspace.com is back in AdSense, which huge deal because they have a stranglehold on the advertising industry, and they I think they have something like 80% of the market wrapped up in either AdSense or DoubleClick or any of the like 500 different sub advertising systems that they have. So I'm really grateful to the companies that aren't AdSense that were able to provide ads for MCS for the last probably 10 years that the site has been excluded from eligibility for AdSense. Uh, but Google is really the big dog. They've got the effective monopoly on the marketplace. It'd be nice if another company would be able to come in and eat the lunch that Google has had for forever and ever. I really feel that it's there's room. for competitors, especially from someone the size of Microsoft or having to say Yahoo, Sony. I don't know who could compete with them. I don't know. Anyways, weather-wise, we got rain coming up, and I need to schedule an annual physical. But I just had a doctor's appointment, so do I actually need an annual physical? I don't know. I need to talk to my doctor. Last time I talked to her, she was very pregnant though, so she may not actually be in the office by the time I get around to calling them and asking for an updated physical. Uh, and the only reason I've got this on my calendar reminder here is because they won't ask me. Like my doctor's office, it's a Capital Health Plan. Uh, uh, they are not proactive about anything. Like if you're due for shots, they won't call you. They won't tell you. If you're due for an exam of some sort, nah, they won't care at all. I feel like I get better reminders about healthcare stuff from my cat's vet than I do from my own doctor. Uh, and that's actually what led me to my health issue last year, which, that the ultimate responsibility there was mine, obviously. But at the time, all the doctors, even my wife and my sister, everyone was like, well, how come you didn't have your physical schedule? How come you haven't seen your doctor in a couple years? Just gets past you, man. You're out there living your life, doing your thing. You got other goals than to find out that your blood pressure is like 200 over 150. And for someone to tell you that, that's not a good number, which I know these numbers now, but like I never had to know those numbers. Which it's not that anymore. It was that when I was at the hospital a year ago, but now it's last time I checked it a couple days ago, it was 118 over 70. So it's like nearly half of what it was a year ago, which from my understanding is good because my sister told me that she's known people that have just like stroked out with blood pressure that high that I had, which I don't want. I want to stay around for a little longer. I gotta finish this Star Trek book collection that I'm building. Uh, all right, so today I'm gonna be doing the data entry, like I said. I'm gonna be working on. I don't know. I think that's about it. Maybe I'll watch a movie. Maybe get on a treadmill. I don't know. There's motivation there. I gotta get back on the treadmill. It's been a minute. All right, guys. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.